and one of the best things ever to come out of Europe. He's like Sweden's #1 export product right now. That's how much. That's how loved ThorZaIN is.
I guess you're probably right. Sweden, Starcraft recently featured on primetime Swedish television.
Yes, man.
In no small part thanks to ThorZaIN.
Man, all these Swedish pros are saving the Swedish economy. That's why they're not struggling, man. They have a ton of good Starcraft players with a lot of exposure.
Supercharging.
Ooh, man, super quick SCV making its way over to the other side of the map from SeleCT. So maybe some proxy Marauder action.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right off the bat. I think it's a very real possibility, Kev. We'll see exactly what it turns into here. Now, ThorZaIN, as we said in our pre-show talk, he's definitely the favorite to win here. He's recently had some great successes. Although at the most recent DreamHack, him and the rest of his EG teammates were out kind of early.
True, they had a pretty unfortunate run. Certainly, Hawk got very, very unlucky. I mean, the only player he lost to was Stefano, and there's no shame in that. But well, that happens in group stages, Ben. Of course, EG's ThorZaIN is our blue Terran spawning on the right top side of the map, who's already thrown down on the refinery, Ben. And Dignitas SeleCT is our Korean/American Terran spawning on the left side of dual side, and I'm very curious to see where he's going to take it. Since we do have the refinery down, I am expecting Marauders. But we'll see. It's just a matter of time.
I think you're right on with that, Kev. Proxy Marauder is probably the most common thing to do off of a proxy. So I mean, yeah, a two-player map. It's a very normal build.
ThorZaIN did not scout it yet. Instead, he's just sending his SCV over to the other side of the map. A little bit sloppy, because this happens quite often in TVT. Then again, do you expect it in a tiebreaker match? This is a super important game for both of these. If any of these two guys wants to make it to the final in Toronto, they have a long way to go, but it's still very possible. But they're going to have to win this three-way tie, that's for sure.
ThorZaIN might not be expecting it, but after scouting that there's no barracks, he has to be anticipating this sort of possibility. He's going to send that first Marine out, walks right up to the racks, and will immediately turn around and retreat. Knows that he can't hope to stand there and challenge the first Marauder that pops out. Instead, he's going to have to build a bunker. Lifting this rack feels very risky to me, man. He's going to need as many units as possible up until the time that bunker completes.
Yeah, but I guess he just didn't want to have that bunker out of position. If he would build it over here, maybe he would worry a bit about over here. Certainly if the Rex would come, then he would maybe lose a few units. I'm not sure what the reasoning behind this is, but I think he's going to be fine, because he could always pull 1 or 2 SCVs in the start to help out against that Marauder. And as it seems right now, Ben, I think ThorZaIN is going to be more than just fine. And I kind of wonder where SeleCT is going to take this.
It's pretty interesting that SeleCT, after getting scouted like that, is going to wait for the second Marauder. He's going to come up this ramp. There's going to be a bunker there, and there's not anything he can really do about it.
Not just that, Ben. SeleCT is already on 2 refineries in his main base. So SeleCT right now is going to get bunkers on the low ground. He should be in range of these supply depots, right? Yeah. Well, at least he will always be able to deal with them.
This is really cute, man. Yeah. Nice little follow-up here. So SeleCT showing us that he has some transitions planned already. This barracks is just going to spot for him, and he will be able to take out a couple of supply depots, or at least pressure a couple of ThorZaIN supply depots. The SCV is already being pulled off the line for repairs. Should be able to keep him alive, or at least delay.
It's going to cost quite a bit of money, though. Then again, ThorZaIN has much better tech. He already has a factory up first. Hellion is on the way. Even the Starport is more than halfway done. So we might see him counter with a Hellion drop. That's something that a lot of Terrans love to do in situations like this, where they know that it's unlikely that the other Terran is going to have a lot of units in their main base. But SeleCT ain't totally crazy, Ben. We can see already his factory is up as well, and I wouldn't be surprised if he starts with a Hellion or 2 as well.
Man, this is really effective harass here from SeleCT. He's working on this second supply depot. Probably not going to be able to kill it, as what is ThorZaIN shooting? He's shooting the barracks. Probably not going to be able to kill it. Oh, those Marauders taking a little bit of damage. But again, the SCVs are there, and they are doing a good job of repairing that first medevac in production. But ThorZaIN is supply blocked, Kev.
Yeah, obviously, he lost the supply depot. He's worrying about this one as well, which is more than halfway done, but 2 depots are on the way. He's going to be fine. He has an SCV at the wall of SeleCT. He knows that with a normal run by, he's not going to get in, so he's really going to need a medevac. But yeah, that medevac got quite a bit delayed. Scan goes down right now for SeleCT, and SeleCT sees pretty much everything.
And ThorZaIN is actually just going to come busting down this ramp right now. He's going to take some definite losses. Looks like, oh no, the Marauder's just going to evacuate and try to get out of there. They do have concussive shells, so they can kite pretty effectively, but there are a lot of units chasing ThorZaIN's mushroomed up to 42 supply, and SeleCT has just not been producing. Look at his money, Kev. He's got 800 minerals, 600 gas.
The biggest problem is that I guess he was just waiting for stuff. Now he's going to spend at least a little bit of that money with Banshee, and Cloak is going to be his follow-up. But he's going to have to worry about his ramp band. SeleCT doesn't have anything, not a single bio unit in his main base. SeleCT has one Hellion on the map right now. And ThorZaIN is just going to continue with these SCVs, and I think he's going to be able to do a lot of damage. At least until the Banshee is out.
Yeah, Cloak's not going to be done for a while. Banshee will come out, but is the Banshee going to be able to deter this aggression? I don't know if it will, Kev. Marines are going to be unloaded there. SCVs being pulled right away. Good micro here by ThorZaIN, preventing these Marines from taking too much splash damage. Major SCV losses being incurred right now here by SeleCT. ThorZaIN really doing a good job with this counter aggression.
Banshee is out right now though, and we don't have that many Marines left anymore, at least not over here for ThorZaIN. ThorZaIN is going to spot the Banshee, and I guess he's going to realize that it's going to be useless dropping those Marines one by one into the main base of SeleCT. But ThorZaIN lost quite a bit of mining time, but I do think it was worth it.
Look at this cuteness up in the top of ThorZaIN's base. SeleCT has landed his barracks, and he's going to rally in a couple of Marines. We'll see how quickly ThorZaIN reacts. He does lose a single SCV, and SeleCT microing very effectively here. At the same time, though, a Viking out for ThorZaIN manages to find and shoot down the Banshee, and the drop being landed in the main base as well. ThorZaIN playing so much better than SeleCT right now, just out multitasking his opponent.
And SeleCT has so much resources, not just minerals, but well, actually he's kind of low on minerals right now after he produced a few more units, but he has so much gas, so I kind of feel that this build is not super refined. ThorZaIN is finally going to lose him. Well, he actually still has quite a few Marines left. This Viking is really going to town on the mineral line of SeleCT. Beautiful Terran play by ThorZaIN. But I have to feel that this wasn't the best that I've seen from SeleCT.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy, opening up with the highly aggressive proxy Marauder and just not managing to do the damage that he needed to do with it. And ThorZaIN has absolutely been perfect in all of his responses. SeleCT still rallying Marines into the mineral line of ThorZaIN. Gonna pick off it. No, he's gonna get surrounded and chopped up at the same time. ThorZaIN still dropping in the main base of SeleCT. This Viking is a hero. Yeah,
this Viking is a hero. Have you ever seen him? Well, actually, this is the second Viking, I believe, from ThorZaIN, because the other one already had a few kills. Did ThorZaIN have a scout at Rex? Yeah, he did scout it right now, so he knows. I guess he was kind of wondering where those Marines coming from. SeleCT is going to trying to make a final stand over here. Once more, second Viking is going to land to the ground as well, man. 2 Vikings, 4 Marines, and a medevac seems to too much to handle.
I think it's going to be much too much to handle, Kev. A couple of Hellions and SCVs are not that effective against this kind of an army. ThorZaIN will lose 1 Viking. Second Viking may fall as well. No, actually lifting at the last possible second to chase away this Banshee. But look at all the damage he's dealt. 32 workers killed. SeleCT is left with 1 mining SCV, now 2 mining SCVs as a new one pops out of the command center. But this is not a position you come back from, Kev.
Nope, pretty ridiculous game, man. I kind of wonder where it all went so wrong for SeleCT. The follow-up by ThorZaIN was smart, certainly bringing those SCVs as well. It really helps having a little bit of extra HP in that push. SeleCT calls GG, ThorZaIN takes the first map. But SeleCT just had nothing in his main base. And I was really surprised because he had that factory pretty early on. He had money as well. Imagine how that would have gone if he had 3 Hellions straight away to deal with that little push. At least he would be able to buy time until the Banshee would be out.
Really, really tough and unfortunate there for SeleCT. And, well, yes. I just... not sure what to think, Kev. I mean, SeleCT's in an awkward spot. This does sort of lend itself, it gives us an opportunity to talk about the unique sort of format we're using here to eliminate these guys. We've got 3 players vying for 1 seed, right? Yes. So we've got a bit of a round-robin tournament going. SeleCT played against ThorZaIN first. I guess ThorZaIN as the higher seed picks SeleCT. So now SeleCT gets to choose his next opponent. At least this is how it was explained to me.
Well, I think ThorZaIN is going to be the one.
Is it ThorZaIN the winner stays kind of thing? Anyway, the guys are just going to keep playing until somebody has lost twice. So eventually, 1 man will be standing. It's sort of like King of the Hill format. When there's 1 man standing above all the rest, everyone else has lost
It's really
twice.
not that complicated, guys. We have 3 players. One of them is going to beat the other 2, and he's going to advance.
There you go. Couldn't have said it any better.
So guys, we'll be right back with the second game, which of course means that we're going to broadcast ThorZaIN for you guys, who's going to play against Night. If ThorZaIN wins, then we're already done with round robin. Then we're going to take a look at Red versus the Muslim. But if ThorZaIN loses, then we're going to have Night versus SeleCT. If SeleCT would beat Night, we're going to start all over again. So guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back.